to do is create a 3x2 area right there, and then some bookshelves on the face of them, which are going to obviously be the bookshelves that we're going to be moving. Then the next thing that you want to do is just go a couple blocks up like this, place in a sticky piston facing downwards, and then a sticky piston facing across just like that. Now this right here is what is actually going to be retracting away all of our blocks. Then we just need to go a couple blocks out like this, and we're going to place in our double piston extender facing across like that. And when we retract it, obviously it will move all of these blocks 2 blocks across, meaning that we have the gap going through the center. So this is where our entrance is going to be going. The first redstone that we've got to do is the wiring for these pistons and also the pulse extender. So we're going to pop down to the bottom, and we're going to place a block right there, and then some blocks going up like this with redstone running across the top just like that. Then we're going to have an immovable object with a repeater set to 2 ticks running into that top piston right there with a block up like this and a redstone torch on the side. And you should see that that piston gets pushed down and then extends out our slime blocks, and if we do the opposite, it all gets retracted and this piston gets moved out of the way, which is very important. The next thing that we're going to do is hook this into a pulse extender. So we're going to have a slab right there next to that piston, and we're going to have blocks going down like this. This block needs to be an immovable object, and then we're going to have a block down at the bottom there with redstone dust, a comparator facing in this direction, and a comparator facing in this direction, and then over here we are going to create our inputs, which is just going to be a repeater running into that block, which will run into everything. Now for the double piston extender, and the first thing that we have to do is replace these 2 double piston extenders with this double piston extender right here. Apparently I managed to place the original ones in the wrong location, so I apologize for that. Now I am also going to warn you that this is where things are going to get just a tiny bit on the complicated side. So we're going to place in a repeater set to 3 ticks running into this block right here. Then we're going to have redstone, a repeater running across like this with some redstone there, and a redstone torch just like that with a regular piston facing across. Then down at the bottom here we are going to place in an observer facing downwards into that sticky piston. Next we simply have to place in an upside down slab next to that piston right there, some redstone dust which will be powered, a block up like this, and then we're going to place a block right here with a repeater set to 3 ticks running into a block with redstone dust right there, a block right here, and a repeater set to 2 ticks with redstone dust right there. And that should be everything all completed. So all we have to do now is give it a quick tester by flicking this lever right here, and you can see that everything is functioning absolutely fine. All of the pistons are working, we've got all of the retraction, it all seems to be functioning. So now we just have to go out the front. So we're going to place in all of our bookshelves making their way around like this. Then we can create some form of floor